Hey up everyone, Yorkshire Panda back and Enigmatica 6. Fix the lift. What I was using was a toggle latch. It should have been a powered toggle latch. But it does mean I press to go down and I press to go back up. That is cool. Completely unnecessary. I could probably do something much faster and more efficient with elevators from these create these not too expensive, quite easy, just shift and jump to go up and down, but this is just much more fun, much more interesting, and again shows off Create being the amazing mod that it is. Just dumping things back where they need to go. How much food have I got on me actually? Some ham, some curry. I've got a few bits, so it's not too bad. That would have been really quick with the amount I've got there. My digital miner has been working away quite a bit. All those diamonds are getting thrown into the system. We might as well get those processed. We have got chunks upon chunks upon chunks. I mean, this is absurd levels of, yeah, not having to worry. Let's get some of this coal as well processed. There you go. So, throw these into our grinder. Let's get the diamonds in first, and then the coal. That crunches away. That should give me, well, at least 120 diamonds. Might be 150 to 200. Give that a bit of chance, but yeah, that is beautiful. That's all working fine. Let's have a quick look at our apiary. Still nothing in there. No idea how that's supposed to work, but let me just make sure. Do you know what? It's not been chunk loaded all the time that I've been using it, so that could have been me entirely. I should have been close enough for that to chunk load though, really, but oh well. Our reactor's working perfectly. Nicely chugging away down there. And we are chock a block on power. Right. Let's just cash in a couple of these. So we've got our rope pulley. That. What do we get? A powered toggle latch. You have got to be joking. Oh, this game just likes to torture you. Right. What have we got to do here? So, a few more things on there. Got a few bits here. Refined. Oh, yes, of course. Refined storage. That's what we're going to be looking at. I need to get at least the basics started on this before I go much further. So, let's get started. First quest gives us our wrench, some string and some slime balls. These we're going to need to create our processor. So these all require processor binding, which is string, either side, and some slime. Easy enough. I mean, when it comes to string, we've got lots. I think we've got even more in there. And failing that, we've got hemp by the ton. So we don't have to worry about that either. As for slime, yeah, we've got lots of slime as well. So let's get these here. Let's make, there we go, 24 slimes. That's 3 stacks of processor binding. Very good start. So we need basic processors. we need improved processors, and we need advanced processors. So to get the basic, we need binding, iron, redstone and silicon, gold for the improved, raw for the advanced, diamonds for the advanced. We need the silicon, which is made from burning nether quartz. Occasionally get it from nether quartz honey blocks. Pulverize lime sand, and we can get silicon. I'll wash lime sand for a few chances, but pulverized, same pulverized as well. Crusher, 3 lime sand gives us a guaranteed 1, whereas pulverizer, 3 lime sand would give us 1 to 4 roughly. How do we make lime sand? Sand through the crusher, or diorite. Diorite, we don't have any. Sand, 149 there, but I did go on a mission and collect some. We've got a couple of thousand here, so seeing as it can be taken out, it can be getting through the wash as well. Let's grind the wash. Let's get rid of this spider as well. There we go. So what I want to do is on this filter, add the lime sand, put it back on, get rid of the magnet, and that should stop the lime sand going in. There we go. You forget how fast these conveyors are until you go into them accidentally. Let's throw the lime sand into there. Let's throw that into there. Right, that is busily busying away. And if I check on my ender pouch, I should see occasional bits of bone meal and then occasional bits of silicon. Yes, excellent. So what we're going to do, we've got to make this stack of each, but for now we're just going to make 30 of each. And while that's going, let's bob this into the smelting factory. I'll take the auto filter off so that it goes there. And this one. Right, there's the diamond ones. So, if this is going into here, what we could do is just shifting this setup temporarily. So, where's the center on this side? Here we are. Let's pop you here. We could do with a few more pretty pipes. Although, just move this so it's not going to get any for a minute. And I haven't got any in here, have I? No. Bad time, should have got the stuff I needed before I broke that, but I'm hoping that some dropped into the nearby chests. Oh yeah, they did. Oh, excellent. Do you know what? The lift might be utterly pointless and unnecessary. I don't care. I really enjoy that. Let's get you. Pop you there. Right. just chuck that back on there for now. Right, there we go. I'm going to take that out just so I can get rid of it, to be honest. I've got a chisel bag, I think, full of chiseling bits, but nah, get rid of that. So, how are these going? I'll do to start off with. So where we've got our processors, that gives us a bit of quartz-enriched iron, which we're going to need for making our cables and for making our controller. So let's throw all these into the system. And let's first of all make some cables. It's good, we've got lots of glass melted up. Let's see how this is faring. Really, really well. Let's get some of these cooked up. Definitely need the uranium, silver, tin, nickel. Right, at least keeps that somewhat spacious. I mean, there is. The last time I checked, this was still 5,000 blocks. Yeah, 4,500 ores to mine. So yeah, definitely going to need that. On here as well, the radius I set, so it covered a huge amount of ground, but it only went up to layer 60, Y60, and it went out 32 radius. So 32, well, 64 by 64 by 60 area is what it's mining, and it had 8,000 ore blocks in that area. So it shows how much there is lying about if you've just got the time to mine it, or you've got the machine to do it for you automatically. So we've got our cables. What we need is a machine casing, which is a bit more of this quartz enriched iron. Quartz enriched iron, I'm going to make a chunk of it as well. So we'll get that there. Let's get some of this made. 1 quartz, 3 iron. Yeah, didn't mean to press that one. I meant to press control instead, so it went up by 10s. But let's get those in there. We've got plenty now. No, we didn't need that one. I want all those to get out of the way. We're just going to get one of these. So, oh, yeah, that there, and then the other in the that in there, and we have our controller. Now the controller is going to need power. So what I'm going to do, just keep it up here actually for now. So there's the controller. It'll sit there. We'll give it power through the ender, and then we've got these cables. Now this cable is what connects the whole network together, but at the minute we've just got a controller, can't do anything with it. We need storage. So to get storage we need a disk drive, and we need some storage disks, which need a storage housing and a 1K storage part, or you can create the housing around the part. We'll do it separately because we could make different parts as well. So let's get rid of you. First things first, let's get the disk drive. So we need a machine casing. Let's get that up here. And there. We're going to make 4 of these. And we can make any storage part at the minute. So 1K part will hold 1,000 items in the drive. 2K is 2,000, 4K is 4,000, 8K is 8,000. It doesn't matter how many individual components. So you can have 1,000 individual, or you could just have 1,000 of one. Either which way, let's get 4 of these as well. And the quest does ask for any storage disk up to 64k. So how big a one can we get built right now? There's 3. There's 4. So I need 3 to get to a 4k. I need 3 of those to get to a 16. I need 3 of those to get to a 64. We have got extra discs as well, so that can go up to 256. That can go up to 1024, 496, 16, 384. That is probably enough to fill everything that we're gonna have and ever gonna have. But yeah, so 3 goes to 4, and then we need 3 of those, so that's 9 to go up to 16, and then we need 3 of those, so that's 27 to go up to 64. So we need 23 more. Assuming my maths isn't horrendous. It's been a long time since I did my A-levels. Could very well be just bad maths. So yeah, I am kind of jumping the gun a little bit here. But we are going to need a lot of storage, to be honest. So 26 and 27. So that... So we need 9 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're running out of basic processors. Right. Does that mean... Do these need the gold ones as well? Yeah, and these need the diamond ones as well. Yeah. So, do you know what? If we were to upgrade this and stick it in the drive... Now, once it's in the drive, you've got to... Right. Let's make a few of these. 5. I'll get this to separate. To split. Right. Stupid sign. Right, back in a more once I've crafted up some of these. Okay, so I went and made a few more processors. I'm going for it. I'm going for the 64k. Not gonna get any higher, but so we've got the 4k. We now need the 16. And then the 64, so 16k, I should be able to make 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then 64k, I just need the 1. There we go. Right, that was a lot of resources. I really didn't have... I mean, I've got few diamonds now. I'm down to 120 iron, and I've got above 1,000 gold. Gold is the only one of the few ores I do not have to worry about. But 64k storage disk, excellent. Now we've made that, we need something to put the disk in. This is where the disk drive comes in. Don't need to do this, but I'm going to show you how the cables work as well. So, if we were to put the disk drive next to the controller, you'll see it's attached. If we were to put the disk drive, say, up here, out of the way, it's not attached. Run a cable. Oh yeah, don't run the one that's connected to the power. Run the cable from the controller up to the disk drive, and it's now attached along with the 3 cables. Now, as it stands, it can just sit there, and we can put our storage disk in, and we've got 64,000 items of storage inside that disk drive. Excellent. That just give us a more storage housing. That's fine. A bit of refined storage loot, which I think gave us a bunch more cable. Right, all good there. Now, network long range. So that basically, if we've got a wireless network, we can set a network receiver and transmitter. So we can actually have this drive connected up without cable, but wirelessly to, say, the magic area over there, which is what I'm wanting to do. External storage panels, put that, connect that with a cable to a chest, and what that'll do is that'll then use your chest as an external storage instead of the disk drive. Constructors and destructors. This is where it comes in for automating Britannia. A constructor will automatically place a block in the world. Destructor will automatically destroy it. So if you program that to place stone and that to destroy the botanical stone, you can automate the entire Britannia stone and wood. Import and export buses. Imports into the system, exports out of the system into a chest or other thing like a smelter or a nuclear reactor. Which, speaking of, I haven't looked at the... we're still full on uranite, so we're not even getting close. What this can do as well is you can set... it's a little bit more on the advanced side, but you can set a system that if your storage hits below a certain level, it'll automatically craft more. So you can have it so that when I run out of uranite, it'll automatically craft to keep the system topped up. Interfaces are what we use. They're import and exporters, but they use them on the side of machines. So for example, a smelting factory, I could have an importer, I can have an interface on there saying input chunks, output ingots. So that's what I'll be using to automate the entire smelting process. Which, how far through that did I get? Still been in way through. Problem is, speed and stack upgrades for when you're importing and exporting, moving things through crafters and things, but we've got all this storage space in here, we've got no way to access it. That's where a grid comes in. So a grid, as soon as I can click it, requires, let's get rid of some of these, an instruction core, which is a simple processor and another quartz. Let's get that in there. A construction core, which is a iron core and some glowstone. And all the other bits that we've already got. So let's throw that into there. Oh, apart from a machine casing. We are going to need a few of these, so let's just throw 10 out there. I did make a couple of stacks of the quartz enriched iron, so it's not like we're going to run out of that anytime soon. There we go. Let's throw that back in there and try this again. So there we go. And with this grid, what that will do is let me see into the network. So pop the grid there, stick it on top. So if I pop my storage modules into there, storage housing, it's 7 out of 64 items full. And then I can import and export out of the storage system. Brilliant! Except importing and exporting is a bit rubbish. I want to be able to craft in there. So if we were to take this grid and that is the last one. There we are. We want that crafting grid. So we need a crafting table and an advanced processor. I have a feeling I've got those. So we'll get those up into here. We have our crafting grid. Pop that there. And now we've got a crafting table in here as well. So that, what do we get? A couple of advanced processors. Throw those in there. That because it's crafting. Now the wireless crafting grid, we need two things for this. We need a wireless transmitter, easy enough, and then a wireless crafting grid, which requires either a crafting grid to create or a wireless grid, which requires another grid. Now, grids, easy enough to make. We just need another destruction core. Let me just... I'm not fighting with phantoms again. Because I've got the night vision, I'm always forgetting to sleep. Because I'm always forgetting to sleep, phantoms continue spawning. It's raining all the time. Let's just get rid of that. Okay. There we go. So, one destruction, one construction. There we go. We want one grid. Transmitter. Ah, yeah, that's nice and easy. Right, so we've got a grid. With that, let's create a wireless grid. And boop. With that, let's create a wireless crafting grid. Now what that needs is a range upgrade. We are going to need a few of these. So we need a blank upgrade. Let's get 10 of those, 'cause especially when we come to auto crafting, we're going to need a lot of these upgrades. So there we are. Let's have a look. We can make 8. I don't know if I'm running out of render pearls. No. It's the quartz enriched iron. Fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we need one for crafting. Let's get rid of those. And then our wireless crafting grid. And we need the quartz enriched iron. There we go, it's gone back in. Wireless grid, range upgrade. 2, 3. And then our wireless transmitter. Right. Now this, network not found. Can't find a network because we haven't got a wireless transmitter. If we were to pop this wireless transmitter, say, here, it's now showing the wireless transmitter. It's using 20 RF per tick. And we, where is it? How do we do this now? There we go. You do just click it. So now I've got this wireless crafting grid. I can craft out and about, but when I get to 32 blocks away, no transmitter in range. So it's a shame it's not going to reach the centre of my whole base. But that goes to 56 now. That goes to 80, 104, 128 blocks. Which means if I was to... Let's get here. Mob spawn, if I go home, I can still reach the grid. If I was to go to the magic quarter, I can still reach the grid. Which means if I need something out of my storage and I'm way over there, boop, I've got it instantly. That is excellent. So let's throw that in there. Throw his book in there. Throw those in there. Those in there. Those in there. And Men's pearls. Fair enough. A bit more refined. Some basic processors. Let's get those in there. And we've got RF. Now RF, we do have fluid grids and fluid storage as well. So things like the pink slimes, the latex, lava, water. store there. And then the storage monitor. So this, we can see any amount of item in our network. So this is where we could have a visual representation of how much uranite we've got in, so that we make sure we're always stocked up. Now, there is one thing I wanted to check. And that is with this external storage device. So we need construction and destruction core. We need some chests. I mean, I'm needing these a few times now, so let's just get a couple. While we're at it, let's pinch some wood from in here. Make some chests. There we go. Throw those in the system. So that says 5 construction cores. Oh no, they're the destruction. These are the constructions. Let's get 5 of those. That's doing nice and dandy. How are we doing back here? Oh, starting to get a bit full again. More diamonds there as well. Lots of redstone. I'm going to have to get some of this processed. So yeah, it's thrown into the grinder. Right, and with that, let's have a look here. Oh yeah. Put that in there, and we need external storage. We're going to need some more of this quartz enriched iron. How much quartz have I got in here? 100 and... yeah, so we're going to need some more of that soon as well. Right. Now, what these external storages do, like I say, if we were to put a chest here, and have external storage connected to it, that chest will add to the network. Now, my thoughts, if this works, it's going to save me a lot of hassle. But because the Pretty Pipes network kind of behaves like a transport system / storage, I'm wondering if I had to do this, connect the cable up, would that import the storage? No, it doesn't. I kind of didn't expect that one to work. But if we were to, and we need more cable for this, just get it all. I mean, this is a long shot. Yeah, didn't think it would. It were a long shot, it were worth a shot, just in case. But what that does mean is, if I was to pop this external storage onto, say, this, all the items in here would then become part of that storage. Now, what I'm going to do, because this refined storage is all well and dandy up here, but we don't really need it up here. We need it downstairs. So, do you know what? I've got one more thing I'm going to try, actually. One more little theory. Let me get some pipes. Because this might make it a bit easier getting some of the stuff from my inventories. If I was to put that there, throw those in, does that pick up on the disk drive? No, it doesn't. Right. Okay. So, yeah. This is going to be a big relocation on the part of all those golden chests. Probably means my Pretty Pipe system here is going to be able to go. I can export straight into here with refined storage. It's using some of that dry ice, but hopefully that'll hold for a bit. But yeah, refined storage can export straight into there, which means this wall will be my refined storage core. Also be a bit more central as well for reaching out the outer edges here. But yeah, that's going to be a big project for me between episodes, which it's coming to the end of this one. But we've got refined storage. And we've got wireless refined storage at that. So I'm not going to get into the auto crafting just yet. I'm just going to get everything relocated and popped into here. That's given me a big old bin. But yeah, I'm just going to get everything organised, sorted, moved into the new systems. It probably means making a bunch more of these 64k drives. Because, I mean, excluding what's in the drawers, we might fill a couple of those drives just with what's in the chest. So, that'll be my mission for a while. Once all that's done, I think we'll get some refined storage auto crafting set up, and then we'll get back onto some magic. Checking the bees again. Still no honey. You're not supposed to put a hive or anything in there, are you? I have no idea with the bees. Between episodes as well, I'm going to do a bit more research on the bees, Resourceful Bees mod, just see how it works, what it can do. Try and get that set up properly. If we can get that set up and working properly, you might just use it to go back and get that mod finished. Get that out of the way. Concentrate on certain bees then that just give us a few items that we need copious amounts of that we can't necessarily rely on mining for. Although the miner is doing really, really well. But yeah, do the usual thing. Hit like, hit subscribe, go to the bottom, add your comments. You guys take it steady. Have yourselves a good one. And from that goofy looking me, bye bye.